No, it's funny. So I'm talking to my mom the other day, and we have the beautiful chats with our moms. Well, fortunately we have them around, which is great. I'm lucky enough. And she said, "Oh, Tony, are you going to are you what are you doing on the long weekend?" And I was like, "Long weekend? When?" That's right. I just totally just went right over my head. Somebody's gonna be sleeping. Hello to Germany. Who else? So I know, Avi has fans all over the world. And so yes, I see you're here for Avi. That's right. Hi from Brazil. What's up, Brazil? How you doing? Thumbs up to Brazil. So yeah, we've got Brazil and we got Germany. Anybody from the UK? We need some UK people. UK for Avi. Yeah, no, this is amazing. That's one thing I've definitely seen. His. Oh, we got Norway in the house. What's up, Norway? How you feeling? Good. Yeah, a nice wave. We got some hearts there. We also have France. Counting down here. We got France. We got France in the house. We got France in the house, and of course we got Tita. We got Toronto in the house. We've got to do everyone else from Ontario. This is great. Love to see all you people joining us because we also got Finland. What's up? And we have Holland. Whew, this is great. This is amazing. And who's saying that? Who's that? Happy birthday to Cleo. Yeah, happy birthday, Cleo. And did I say Norway already? Norway's feeling good. Got some hearts. Got some love from Norway. UK is in the house. What's up, Mary? How you feeling? Is it Helena? Helena from Brazil. How you doing? You good? T Dot is in the house. That would be Toronto. We also have Italy in the house. And as you wait here, and Avi's just watching. Avi's just watching this and going, okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for for a particular country. Let's see here. We have India. We have India in the house. Okay, let's go live with Avi. Just waiting here. Just lock him in. Make sure he's all good. Make sure the connections are connected. We also got Germany in the house. Thank you, Germany. Portugal's in the house. And Avi.
How's it going?
Oi.
I'm doing well.
Good. Wow. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Hopefully my internet is all right. I live very deep in the forest, and it does not always do well.
Yes. Yeah, we'll monitor. And then, you've been having some storms out there too, right?
Yeah, really crazy. Yeah, I had a tornado come like just through my place, knock down a bunch of trees, and yeah, it's been a little crazy.
You, when I hear tornado, that's when I'm looking for new real estate.
Yeah, yeah. I grew up in California, and I've never had to deal with a tornado. Um, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah. That's gotta be a
The
scary
Earth
thing.
is a powerful thing.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Sorry, what'd you say?
No, I said, yeah, that's definitely a scary thing. California, you might do a little bit of tremors.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It's a give or take.
I'm glad we got the connection. I'm glad we're here. We're here to to talk about your EP. I'll get by. We're here to talk about a lot of different things. So it's got to be a good feeling for you to have EP out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been really good to release some music. The I'll Get By EP came out, and then I did another smaller EP called Lean on Me. And two of the songs today will be from that.
Okay, good. I think the most beautiful thing is it's almost like just from my just from research and just reading about you, this has been a long time coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
almost like something that it's just festered inside of you until excuse me, until it's finally had the ability to come out.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it was. Um, I've always done this type of music. I've always written this type of music. I've always listened to this type of music, and now I'm finally able to do it.
Yeah. I mean, you were obviously you were there for 6 years with Pentatonics. I mean, that was
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a a good run, a good run for you.
Hmm.
You know, and it's funny because I was watching some interviews with you, and and it was no disrespect to the group, but you could tell just watching you that you were there. Your soul was after a while. Your soul was hard for your soul to stay there. It's like you couldn't hide it. We couldn't hide it from.
Yeah, no, and I'm not very good at hiding what I feel, anyways. And during that time, I was just trying to do my best to do my job, and to just be a good group member, and but at the end of the day, the soul wants what the soul wants, and I can only do so much. And before my soul said, "Hey, you really got to get on the path that's right for you. Um, you got to do the music that's really feeding your soul." Um, and not to say that a lot of the music that I did with the group wasn't feeding my soul, but this is different. This is what naturally comes out of me. You know,
Right.
um, it's my it's my passion. It's my heart. It's my soul. You know.
Yeah. No, definitely. I definitely feel that. Was there any level of concern, like obviously leaving you by yourself? You don't have a support cast around you. You're here. You are. It's like, and also, you got to want people to not want, but I mean, you're obviously going to need people to embrace who you are and understand. Like this is who Avi's always been, and obviously that seems to be
Absolutely. Yeah, it was the scariest decision that I've ever had to make in my life. Um, but I really didn't have another choice. I had to do it. And so for me, this music has kind of just been, it's been very, very therapeutic to me to be able to do this. But it's also been unbelievable that people are getting on board like they have, you know? Um, it's been such a blessing to see people really respond um, to what I'm doing now. And through my music and through my interviews and through the things that I've said, to really understand where I'm coming from, you know, um, and also to be happy that I made the decision that I made. Um, when I first left, there were a lot of people that were angry and didn't understand, and told me that I was making the worst decision of my life. Um, but you have to do what you have to do, you know.
well. We're going to talk more about your music in a quick second, but I know the fans across the world. By the way, if you haven't noticed, we'll get to your fan base later on. Oh man, they're not messing around.
No, they're amazing.
Oh no, they are amazing, and I feel some serious pressure. So I want to make sure this flow is just right. But we're going to talk about your fan base in a second. But which one of the songs you're going to do for us right now?
I'm going to do Aberdeen. So it's the alternate version. I released Aberdeen as a single, and then I decided to do like an alternate version EP. Um, and this one's a bit lower and slower. Um, and yeah, I enjoy singing it.
Cool. All right, take it away.
There is a place that I used to go, given its name by the buffalo. Filled me up and eased my pain, washed my soul without the rain. Oh, Aberdeen, Aberdeen, you've been calling me to make my way back home, to that cool summer breeze and those old evergreens, the only place to rest my weary bones. Soon I will go and free my heart to that sage and stone beneath the stars. Clear my mind and flow my soul. Lay down all my sorrows. Oh, Aberdeen, you've been calling me to make my way back home, to that cool summer breeze and those old evergreens, the only place to rest my weary bones. Ooh. Oh, Aberdeen, you've been calling me to make my way back home. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
That was very nice. Thanks a lot. You know,
Thank you.
you know, when you're gifted with a voice like that, when does it actually register that you actually have this voice?
Man. I think for me, like I know that my voice is a bit different. It's it sits a bit lower, and it's just different than other voices that I've heard. But to me, it just sounds like me. So for me, it I don't have that like when I listen to other people's voices, I'm like, wow, listen to that tenor, like listen to that beautiful soprano, listen to such and such and such. But when I listen to my voice, very very rarely am I like, hey, you sound pretty good. You know what I mean? I think I'm very hard on myself. Um, but yeah, I guess for me it doesn't register. I think it's for me it's just my voice, and I do the absolute most and best that I can do with it, and hope that it that it can help other people, and that it can make people feel something, you know.
And that really is your journey and path is really making people feel, and you can feel it, just I was actually watching a couple of things by you. I was watching the one I did my little YouTube thing, and I watched you when I think you were in New York. You were performing with a band, and it was there was
Hmm.
no pandemic. and, and then I
Yeah,
watched
right.
Yeah, and then I watched your YouTube performance, which was like, because at that time I didn't even realize, I looked at the date and I said, oh, yes, this is during COVID times. And, I watched you finish your performance, but either way, it was still this mesmerizing, journey, whether the audience was there or whether they weren't there, which is obviously something that is so powerful that you're bringing out of yourself as well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, I just music has always taken me to a different world. you know, and all the different artists that I listen to, I go to a different world with them, you know. And so for me, I always go to a different world when I sing my stuff. I go to a different place. And the best thing that I can hope is that I can take people with me and that they enjoy it there, you know.
They're traveling with you, trust me. Okay, so also, what was great is it's one thing to to be out on your own, but then it's also to look for a label, and you find a label, Fantasy Records, with, I mean, could you believe Paul Simon's on this label? Paul Simon.
It
Let me get your label mates. James Taylor's on this on your label. Marcus King, who I've been fortunate enough to interview Marcus.
is
Nathaniel,
unbelievable.
oh, he's incredible. Yeah, great, nice young man too. Nathaniel Rateliff is on here. Tanya Tucker, the Balins, who I've interviewed before, here as well. Switchfoot's also on there. I mean, come on,
Hmm.
could you not have chosen a more incredible record label?
It's really really crazy. I do my solo thing. I didn't even I didn't necessarily plan for a label. I was just going to do it by myself. And I thought, you know, if a label came around that felt right, um, then I would give it a go. Um, but I didn't expect anything. And then Fantasy came along, and I was like, how could it possibly be any more perfect? You know? Um, so it's a huge, huge blessing. It's crazy.
I mean, when you talk about the foundation of you listening to, the 60s and 70s, folk
Yeah, yeah.
science, and, here you are, on that same label, there's got to be, let me just kind of pat myself on the back. Let me kind of, just, scratch
It,
your
it
head.
it's really surreal.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Um, if I could tell my 14-year-old version of myself what was going to happen, what label I was going to be on, like who I would be rubbing shoulders with, all the things that I've done, he wouldn't believe me. It's crazy. It's beyond what I could have imagined.
But you also position yourself that way, knowingly or unknowingly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you did. I mean, you have. I mean,
Yeah.
everything you put out, what you've released, your music, the fact that you give yourself, to this music. I mean, you position yourself.
I do my best every single day, and it's beautiful to see things come to fruition.
Yeah.
It really is.
So, recording the EP, what was important for you in terms of just the recording process and the sound that you wanted. Uh, because there's a lot that's going. Yeah, I'm the record producer, but there's like overlooping, there's harmonies, there's
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, for me, when I went in to record this EP, I really wanted it to be, well, first of all, when people listen to it, I don't want them to be able to tell whether it's from the past or from the future if they don't know anything about me, you know, whether it came from the 70s or 60s or whether it came right now. That was one thing. The other thing about it was that I wanted to, like I said before, I really wanted to create a world, and for it to be cohesive throughout that world, regardless of um, the different things that my voice do. Um, I I wanted it to all feel cohesive, like it lived in the same place. Um, and most importantly, I wanted it to connect with people. You know, I wanted it to be able to help people, whether it be to um, light a fire or to soothe, um, or to make smile, you know, um, all the beautiful things that music does, you know. That's the main goal. Artistically, the things that I said before are the goal, you know, to make things, to make a groove right, to make a tune right, you know, singing all those vocals in tune, and making sure it's all balanced and all of that stuff. I get caught up on that stuff a lot, but you know, just because it's the musician part of me, the perfectionist part of me. But at the end of the day, you know, it's really about how it helps people, how it touches people, you know.
Is it hard sometimes you being for you, such a perfectionist?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it terrorizes me sometimes, um, but I always say, um, at least it creates results, you know. Um, and I'm working on not being so hard on myself, and lessening the perfectionism. Because at the end of the day, the music that I listen to, not everything is perfect, and in my music, not everything is perfect either. But um, you know, I do my darndest to get it there.
You definitely do. You know, also, you know, I can't think of a better way, you know, in terms of giving back, in terms of your musical path, than being one of the founders of the Acapella Academy. Am I right?
Yeah,
I mean, first and foremost, I was like reading like Acapella Academy, like, you know, like where's this? How did this develop? I mean, but that's just got to be amazing for you, you know, and the other founding members to sit there to watch these these young cats grow and develop. And also, you know, if you go to their Instagram, I think they said they put out at least two videos right now, like two videos
yeah,
of.
yeah. hmm Yeah, I always say Acapella Academy is the thing that I'm most proud of that I've done in my career. Um, I mean, there's nothing. I feel like there's no greater way to make a change than to make that with the next generation. You know, um, and the family that we've created there, the bar for musicianship, but really the bar for humanity that we set there is extremely high, and the kids there are the most talented kids you'll ever meet, but they also have the most beautiful hearts. And that's the biggest criteria for someone that comes to camp. Um, and I just couldn't be more proud of everything that we do. Um, you know, but the thing that I'm most proud of that is the family that we've created. I mean, the network that we've created for these kids. Um, it's unbelievable. It really, really is cool. And for people that are trying to be in the music industry, to have a network like that is really, it's invaluable. You know, um, it makes things a lot less scary. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you're providing obviously the knowledge, you know, of the craft, but you also you can tell you're instilling, you know, the business model that surrounds it as well,
Exactly. Exactly.
which
100%.
which you yeah, which you must know can take away so many dreams, you know, in terms of the actual uh, business that surrounds
Yeah.
them.
It's it is a tough business. It's a tough world, but man, is it a tough business to be in. Man, if it was just music and no business, I think the world would be a lot better place. But it is what it is. You got to roll with the punches, you know. And if I can prepare them, and if I can help them be the change that I and they want to see in the industry, I mean, this is the way to do it. You know, they're the next generation. They're not just the next generation of artists. They're the next generation of managers and agents and, you know, label executives and all of that. I mean, they're the next generation of all of it. And, you know, and every single kid that comes isn't going to be a music major, you know. Some of them are doctors. Some of them are going to be lawyers, you know. It's, it's a really, really beautiful thing to help in that way.
You know, we mentioned it. Excuse me. We mentioned it earlier about your fan base. Excuse me. So, you know, so we go through Instagram and, you know, and you know, we lock in, we confirm. Avi's going to be on Friday. And man, I've never had so many followers up on Instagram. I was like, and then Twitter, and they're like, yeah, okay, we're looking forward to this, and I think Master T will do a good job. And I'm like, man, the pressure. I'm like, and then we start. We have everybody join in, and there's Italy, there's France, there's India, there's Norway, there's did I say Germany? There's Sweden, there's like, and I'm just like, man. I mean, when I get this, I just hope I do justice, because there's a lot of Avi pressure going on here. I'm telling you, what a fan base.
Well, well, I mean, the best thing about them is that they're the sweetest people in the world. So I'm sure that they already love you. Um, so there's no pressure at all.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm still not done with your fan base. They bring so much passion, Avi. Come on, man. They it's like your best friend. And the other thing was, I was like, oh, that's Avi's following me. No, it's not. They got the pictures in the profile, your picture in the profile. So, I mean, it's something that you continue to bring, obviously through your music, but who you are, as a person, and
Yeah.
that's the love, that they have. That's the love they have for you.
Yeah. It is one of the most surreal things in the world to receive so much love from such beautiful people. And, and like you said, it's not just um, my music. They really care about me. And when I see them at shows, it's like seeing family, you know what I mean? It's really crazy. It's I don't know, it feels different to me. I think it feels different, and that's a really, like I said, it's a huge blessing. It's surreal for me. It really is.
How have you dealt with these times? I mean, obviously, at one point there was, obviously, it's eased up a little bit here in Ontario, Canada, a little bit, in terms of we're in what we call phase three, where actually, you can, the social distancing, you can go to a restaurant, you can eat, but you can go to patios and all that kind of stuff. But how has it been for you going through this whole, transition? Actually, obviously dealing with your music as well.
Yeah, it's been really crazy. Personally, I've been doing well with like my self isolation and where I'm at, and mentally and spiritually. I've been doing well, but to see the world go through so much suffering and to see so many people lose their jobs and so many musicians out of work, myself included, um, it's tough. The world's hurting right now, and I feel all of that. Um, and so, really, what I've been trying to do is keep myself mentally and spiritually um, well, so that I can do my job. And I mean, at the end of the day, like music is here to heal. You know, um, there are doctors out there, but who heals the doctors? You know what I mean? It's the musicians. So that I take that very seriously, and so I do my best to combat what the world's fighting right now, um, the best way I know how. It's my music, it's my sword and shield.
Yeah.
It's my armor.
No, definitely. I mean, also just all the social injustices that are going on, and I mean, we're dealing with that
It's
on top.
beyond.
It really is. And sometimes I know a lot of people out there, it's a struggle. It's a struggle to, to see what's going on. And, obviously people, are protesting and getting out there, but it's also something that it just, you're kind of in this position where you see it and you just wonder, if there is going to actually, if change is actually going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that so many people are wondering that, and it's got to happen. I mean, it has to happen. You know, Something's got to give, and I think that as crazy and as sad and as angry as all these times are, it's growth is going to happen through that. You know, growth is painful. And I think that people's eyes are being opened to things that have been going on for far too long. And I think that, I believe that there's a lot more good out there than there is evil. And I think that that is going to show. And I think it'll continue to show. But the people that are good have to really stand up. You know, we all have to. And we can't be scared about it. And we can't be bashful about it. And we have to make it a priority because it is. We're all in this together. You know what I mean? We are all a part of the same race. We all share the same world. You know, we all need each other, whether we'd like to admit it or not. You know, we're all connected, and we need to do what's right.
Thank you for saying that. You know, it's
Absolutely.
beautifully said. You know what? We're gonna get to. You're gonna perform a song. You're gonna take us out with a song soon. But before we do that, we're gonna get to the Avi Kaplan Quick Six.
All right.
These are 6 random questions. Right. Now, like the Fantasy Records one, that was very nice, by the way. I like that one. Very informative.
Good, right?
It was good. You know, I'll watch like a minute. I was there for the whole 7 minutes. All right, hold on a second here. And okay, ready to go? Okay, number 1.
I'm ready.
So I'm in the junior beard class.
Yeah.
What does it take to get to the master Avi beard class? Like, what do I need to do to just, you know, get, you know, looking beardly lovely?
Dedication. You can't give up. You got to just let it grow, and you got to do some beard oil. I wasn't doing beard oil at all.
Oh.
And then I started doing beard oil. Someone got me beard oil as a gift. And it actually, I feel like it really helped it grow to an even longer majesty, if you will. But yeah, you just can't give up. You got to keep going.
Okay. All right. And it's the beard oil. You see that right then and there? I didn't even know there was even a beard oil.
There is. And it smells great too.
It does? Okay, good. Thank you. All right. I appreciate that. Let's go to number 2.
Mm.
You're a judge on this brand new reality show simply called A Cappella. Which one of the qualities will you be looking for from each contestant?
From each contestant as a group or individually?
Individually. Let's go individually. For them to actually make the show.
I would want them to be able to show a cappella in a way that it hasn't been shown before, and for them to be able to really grab people and take them to a place, not just for it to be a performance, but for it to move, you know, for it to be really something.
You there?
Yeah, I'm there. Sorry. Someone tried to call me.
Oh, so all right, just put them on hold. Tell me talking to Master
Oh,
G.
they're gone.
I like you. Okay, here we go. Let's get to number 3. Which one of your Fantasy Records label mates would you like to collab with? And I'll give you 2.
Well, I got to say Paul Simon and James Taylor. For sure. I mean,
okay.
I have to.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right. Let's go to number 4. If we did a random house visit for an entire day at your crib, at your house, would we find you whistling or humming throughout the entire day? Or like throughout the day? Basically,
I think a combination of both.
Yeah?
A combination of both for sure. Absolutely.
Okay, can you give us a bit of a combo?
A combo. So
All right, let's get to number 5. Aside from the original song by Bill Withers and yourself for your version of Lean on Me, what other versions of the song do you like? Because there's a lot of them out there.
Of Lean on Me? Ooh, man. I actually can't think of another version that I've heard that I've been like, oh man, this is amazing. I haven't really done a bunch of research on that song. Whenever I go listen to that song, it goes straight to Bill.
Okay,
But
yeah.
it probably would be a really good idea to check out some other ones. I think that, I mean, I never really planned to do my own version of it, but I think if I ever do like plan to do a version of a song, I try not to listen to any other versions of it so that I can come up with my own thing about it. But this is a good idea. I should do that.
Well, yes, and yeah, as you said, because your version is great. I really love your because it's a song that everybody knows, but then it's like I love the fact that you put your blessings on the song.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
not that it was a big one for me, but do you remember the one there, the Club Nouveau, Lean on Me? Yeah, that little club dance version. That was back in the '90s.
I feel like I have heard that.
Yeah, you were probably in diapers back then. Don't worry about it. Okay,
Probably.
let's get to number 6. Which one of your songs do you feel the world needs right now? Which one of your songs do you feel the world needs right now?
Change on the Rise, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
definitely,
Yes. Yeah.
definitely. I can't say it enough. And I would never put it out there and be like, hey, the world needs this song right now, But I just think more people need to be singing about change
For
because it's
sure.
needed, and it's
You know,
needed in so many areas, but it's really needed.
no, definitely. You know what? I'm going to let you, you're going to perform another song for us. Tell
Yes,
us a
sir.
little bit about this song. Can you
So
tell us
this
a little bit
song is
about this
called
song?
Chains, and it's it's about feeling the weight. You know, um, I have definitely been through some dark times, and for me, in order to get through those dark times, I write music, and when I write the music, I do it for myself, but also in hopes that it will help other people get through what they're getting through, you know, or what they're trying to get through. And I know that a lot of people feel weight, and a lot of people feel heartache and deep depression and all of that. Um, and that's exactly what the song is about. And the version that I'm going to do is the newer version of it. Um, it's funny for the new EP that I did alternate versions of the songs. Some of the songs I've already done, and for some of them I took it down lower, but for this one I took it higher. Um, but it's something I really enjoy singing, so I hope you dig it too. My mind's a haze with all this pain, and I can't change a thing. Lost in this maze, I can't find a way. I can't break my spirit free. All of these chains weighing down me, weighing down. All of these chains weighing down me, weighing down. Yeah, I drift away to a brighter place that I close my eyes to see. And there's some days I think that things will change, but I'm losing my belief. All of these chains weighing down on me, weighing down. All of these chains weighing down on me, weighing down. I'm down on my knees. I need some relief, some quiet and peace. I've been here before, tethered and torn. I won't take any more. These chains weighing down on me, weighing down. All of these chains weighing down on me, weighing down. All of these chains weighing down on me, weighing down on me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Avi. That
Thank you
was,
for having me.
thank you, man. Can I ask you quickly, have some of those chains been broken for you?
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Thought so.
Yes.
All right. Well, you keep safe. Thank you for this great chat. Really appreciate it, and all the blessings go with you.
Same to you. And thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. And hey, thank you so much for the great interview that you just had. It was really, really awesome. I appreciate you taking the time and doing the research and all of that. It really meant a lot to me. So thank you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. All right.
Absolutely.
Stay blessed.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
All right.
All right. Bye bye.
See ya.
Thank you, Amir. Whew. That was great. Amazing. Appreciate Avi for stopping by and singing a couple tracks for us from his I'll Get By. Good to hear him. Great chat and great interview, and really appreciate that. It is a long weekend. I want everyone to enjoy the long weekend. If you're in Canada, next week, next Wednesday, Troy Junker will be joining us, and I want to just thank I want to definitely thank all the Avi Kaplan fans across. Now I know, across the world, across the globe. I want to thank you all for joining us. I really, really appreciate this. And one love to everyone at RXMusic. Stay blessed. Stay positive. Peace. Thank you.